Hey guys, I just wanted to do a video to summarize my very first week on my plastic-free journey. There were some really great things that came out of it. There was a few setbacks, but I think overall I'm pretty happy with how things went. Throughout the week, I was very conscious of where I went and what I purchased. I contacted different business owners before I went out to eat to ensure that their containers were more eco-friendly and they weren't using the single-use plastic. I had one setback with foil, which I'm still looking into. I had someone comment that foil is just as bad for the environment as the plastic that I was trying to stay away from. So that's definitely on my list of things to examine and determine what is better. Because again, it's progress, not perfection. I think our overall society is set up to not allow us to be perfect in this endeavor. And I by no means am perfect, but I'm just doing the best I can on this journey. So I definitely will explore that. I think I have more questions than answers at the end of this week, but I'm starting to understand things a little bit better. I did reach out to some people at the recycling department in Tucson, and I'm waiting to hear back. I learned a little bit more about how we can recycle. It seems to me that in Tucson, the only plastic that is being recycled is the 1 and 2. So when you see the chasing arrow, you want to make sure there's a number 1 or number 2. And then if you do see that, from what I understand at this point, you have a better chance that that plastic actually gets recycled. But I'm still feeling pretty strong about the fact that we just should not be using single-use plastic because of how our country currently recycles or does not actually. So I'm still on that journey. I'm adding some videos that I watched that taught me more about actual recycling that takes place, not just in Tucson, but in the country overall. So hopefully you guys can check out those videos and those are helpful for you. I have not yet made it to the grocery store, so I'm a little nervous about that. There are some things that I'm kind of obsessed with that I'm going to have to take out of my diet, or find an alternative for. So currently researching homemade cream cheese because I know I'm not going to be able to find a cream cheese container that's not single-use plastic, and I can only keep so many plastic containers in my pantry. Besides that, I think everything has gone extremely well. In a lot of ways, it was a lot easier than I thought. I packed up my little plastic reusable cup, and the restaurants were really nice about refilling it for me. I have my own set of silverware for if they have plastic silverware only that I can use instead. I also looked up the current CDC guidelines that pertains to Tucson and restaurants, because I think what a lot of people are still understanding is that they have to use that single-use plastic and that you're not allowed to use your own dishes, because for example, like bringing in your own coffee mug and having it filled at the coffee shop, a lot of people were turning that away. So with the help of Mishka, my amazing friend and operations manager on the team, we researched and found that there aren't any guidelines with that anymore, because they had found that with COVID, the risk is very small as far as it transferring on items. So you can ask the restaurants to refill your cup. Of course, they should wash their hands before and after handling your items, but that was a pre-COVID thing, so hopefully that's not an issue. I'm not trying to start a COVID debate. I'm just trying to help minimize the plastic usage. What else do I want to talk about? Purple Carrot. So I love ordering through Purple Carrot, and I forgot to stop my delivery. So that is a setback that I had this week. Was I did receive a Purple Carrot box, and as much as I love the food, it is full of plastic. I have researched the plastic, and before I learned more about Tucson's specific plastic recycling guidelines, I was one of the people that was convinced that I could shove all that plastic in the recycling bin and it was magically going to be recycled. I have since learned that that is not the case, so I felt pretty guilty getting my Purple Carrot box. To kind of offset that, I did reach out to Purple Carrot to see if they might consider replacing some of their packaging. So I think, you know, in times when I'm less than perfect with my plastic waste, I definitely will go the extra step to contact that company and see if they have any plans to get away from that one-time use plastic, or if this is just what they're going to do. And if it's what they're going to do, then I have to look for other companies that I can buy things through, because I do strongly believe in voting with my dollar, and I do believe that my small ripple can make a change in our society and on our planet. I do believe that it takes just one person to start caring and to start showing other people how these changes can be made, and then we can change the world together. And I really do. I mean, I do believe that. And so this is just the contribution that I can do to be a better person and to help people see what's actually going on with our environment, and for them to make those same changes. Because if everybody keeps refusing the single-use plastic, then the businesses will stop buying the single-use plastic. So, and that would be a major win. So don't be afraid to ask for paper. Don't be afraid to tell them you don't want a straw. The biggest thing that I've learned this week is that for some reason, we're all programmed, and we all just accept the plastic waste, and nobody ever thinks to question it. And it was actually asked of me a few times, like, well, don't you feel weird asking for something as an alternative to plastic? And my thought is, no, I think I felt more weird than I never cared before. And I feel more weird that everybody is just blindly using the single-use plastic and creating this huge problem around our world. And so I feel like we need to stop making people feel weird for wanting to do better, because we should all want to do better. So anyway, now I'm ranting. So first week in the books was very good. Some setbacks, but some great things that I've learned. I'm excited for next week to connect to more people in the Tucson recycling community and learn more about where my plastic is actually going when I put it in that blue bin. So as always, you can check out my website at dobetterandbebetter.com to find good links to make changes in your own life, and you can check out my Do Better YouTube channel as well. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will update you next week on the progress that I've hopefully made then. Talk to you later. Bye.